Good morning, boys and girls. Today is Monday, September 22nd, 2025. Happy first day of fall. We are just heading into our next season. We had a lovely summer, some rain, some hot weather, some cool weather, but we are heading into that fall season. So we want to think about, today we came in with rain. We want to think about, what does the weather look like in the fall? It can be hot, it can be cold. So we need to think about being prepared as we come to school for the weather that's going to happen that day. All right, today for our Patriot Pride life lesson. This week is always a fun week, our College Go week. I want you to think about a few things. We are going to be talking about, what does it mean to go on to school after you finish high school? And that's really hard to think about as a kindergartner or a first grader or a second grader. But what I'm thinking about, boys and girls, is you are building your foundation right now. You're learning to read, you're reading to learn, you're learning math, you're learning number sense. You're learning all the building blocks of what it takes to be ready to think about what that next step is when you leave high school. Doesn't always mean that you go to a college or a university. It could mean that you go to a trade school. It could mean that you go right out to the workforce. But most importantly, this week is about showing our school spirit. Coming to school, participating in each of the spirit days, having fun while learning. Boys and girls, that's something we don't often talk about, but it is something that can happen. Having fun while learning. Being a part of a community as you're beginning to have fun with all the things that are happening this week. So this week, I hope you learn a little bit about the colleges or universities that maybe some of our staff went to. Maybe your parents, maybe you have older brothers and sisters that are currently in college or at a university, but also that you're thinking about, how can I build my foundation right here to be the strongest foundation I can, so I can have a choice about what I want to do when I grow up. All right, today for lunch, chicken nuggets, baked crinkle fries, steamed carrots, sliced bread, and chilled pears. We have several birthdays. Happy birthday, Gunner High, Hunter Roberts, and Harper Warren. Make sure you come to the office to get your items from us. All right, just a couple of reminders. Tuesday, tomorrow, is Farm Food Resources, so you can dress like a farmer or come as a food service worker. Those are very important jobs to have as part of our community. Tonight, at about 6 o'clock, we're going to have the school board meeting, and we have new art that's being presented, and congratulations to Nora Warnicki. She's going to have a piece of artwork up at the central office. Tuesday, we have Swaying Sycamore Farms are going to stop by for kind of a petting zoo. They're going to be out here kind of between the solar fields and the school building. And so we're just kind of going to get a chance to come through and see some of the animals that they would have at their farm. On Wednesday, boys and girls, we are going to participate and practice with the Crawfordsville Fire Department doing our fire drill. Typically, this would be in October, but they needed to move it back just a little bit. So listen, your teachers will be talking to you about it. Again, when the Crawfordsville Fire Department comes, they're not here to be scary. There's not an emergency, but they are here to monitor what we're doing and to help us if we need to change any of our procedures. So we encourage them to come and see what we're doing to make sure that we're keeping everybody safe. This is the last full week of September. So a week from today, Monday or Tuesday of next week, we will be celebrating our September character trait word responsibility, celebrating with our Patriot Pride students in each classroom. So staff, I hope you get an opportunity to pass out some of those tickets this week to remind students or to help students to know that they're doing the right thing. Responsibility is our character trait word, and I have seen some really responsible students step forward, make sure that we see that. We see them doing their work in the classroom. We see them listening to the teacher. We see them walking the hallways quietly when no staff are around. We see them outside at recess trying to play with kids that don't have anybody to play with. We see them sitting on the bus quietly and not causing any problems. So boys and girls, if you have taken on some great responsibility, I just want you to think, even if you don't get that ticket, it's okay because we do see you. And I want you to think, keep doing the right thing even when no one sees you doing it, because that is good character. I don't know about you guys, but it's busy. Weekends are busy these days, right? We're all doing all the things, trying to move into this next season. So we're going to take a moment just to get focused. So we're going to close our eyes, sit up straight. We're going to take those 3 deep breaths. We're going to be really quiet, peaceful. Here we go. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. All right, boys and girls, can you join us for a moment of silence, please? All right, thank you, boys and girls. Make sure that you do the Pledge of Allegiance in your classrooms with honor, and every day, the expectation. In order for this place to be a wonderful community to learn and to grow in, we are asking everyone, staff and students, how are we being safe? How are the words coming out of our mouths? How are our bodies acting safe? How are we being respectful to each other? Being kind to each other? How are we doing that every day? And how are we taking on the responsibility? Being responsible as the principal of this building, taking on that responsibility. You as a student taking on the responsibility of being the best student you can be. Boys and girls, I hope you have a great day today and a great week.